Sharpton, part 2 of the backpacking series. So I think I'm going to go over a little bit about what I'm going to sleep in and what I'm going to sleep on, do a little tent review. Probably going to go in with a Eureka Spitfire 1. Its weight is about 2 pounds 12 ounces. It's a 3-season tent. It's definitely one person. Here, one of the first things I'm going to do in this video is set the tent up and go ahead and cut out a footprint for the tent. I'm just going to use some painter's tarp just to make something lightweight and affordable. Generally, you can get a roll of painter's plastic tarp for $3-4 bucks, and you can generally get 2 to 3 tents footprints out of it, depending on the size of your tent. It's just a cheap alternative, very lightweight, and if it has to be disposable, it can be disposable. So I hope you enjoyed this, the second part. Just a little info on some tent, what I'm going to be sleeping with and sleeping in on this backpacking trip to Pisgah National Forest.
I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. When he showed me his new silk scarves, laid out on a shiny black plastic tray, couldn't say no. I couldn't say no. I'm sorry I couldn't.
Alright guys, so basically what I did is I took a marker, I could have just used the scissors, whatever, and basically cut out a footprint for my tent. I left a little bit on this side, not much, just enough to kind of maybe help a little bit keeping the dirt out of the tent. We'll see, I don't know. And basically by doing this, what we're doing is we're cutting down weight, and it's just going to keep the bottom of the tent you know, intact a little bit longer, take a little moisture out of it, and help prevent moisture from the bottom getting soggy, protect from sticks, rocks, whatever. Simple, cheap way to make a footprint, and you know, you just roll it up, doesn't weigh much. Anything happens to it, I mean, it's so cheap you could make one of these every single time you go camping and then throw it away if you really wanted to. So there's a cheap, easy way to make a footprint for your tent. I chose the Eureka Spitfire 1 backcountry tent. The floor size is 9 foot by 3.5 foot, and or 9 foot by 3.5 foot tall, and 2 foot 2 inches wide at the maximum weight. The weight is only 2 pounds 12 ounces. It's a nice little one-man tent. Give you a little peek inside. This is a 3-season tent. It's got one door, a bunch of mesh. It's a great little tent. It's really light, like I said, one person. It's plenty of space. Got room for your to sleep in, and then a little bit of room for just to kind of store some stuff in these corners. Here's a little look about the inside, and I'm going to go with a Alps inflatable mat. About 3 or 4 breaths, pretty much fills it up. It's pretty lightweight. I can't remember the weight on the guy. Basically just kind of fills up the whole tent, but as you can see, I got a little space at the head and at the feet. I could kick some gear even over to this side over here. So that's gonna be my little sleep spot for the next this next weekend coming up, and The other things I've kind of brought is, you know, I got a little crush pillow, nothing fancy, and I'm also just going to bring an old military blanket. It's pretty lightweight, and maybe a sheet. I'm just going to kick it like that to save weight on not carrying the sleeping bag.
Couldn't